Welcome to the short-term online course, Basis of Web Development using HTML and PHP. In this video, we will discuss about PHP arrays, what are the types are available in arrays, PHP forms, how to create a form, how to validate the form, and what are the get and post methods are available in the form. Okay, now we will discuss about PHP arrays. PHP array is an ordered map. What is the meaning of ordered map? It contains value on the basis of key. It is used to hold multiple values of similar type in a single variable. What is the meaning of this line? Actually, if you stored number of values in one single data type. This is the meaning of PHP array. Already we will discuss discuss about this arrays. PHP array types. There are three types of array. First one indexed array, second one associative array, and last one multidimensional array. Now we discuss about PHP indexed array. PHP index is represented by number which start from 0. Actually, index is represented by a number. It starts from 0. We can store number, string, and object in the PHP array. Actually, if you array variable, you have to store number, string, and objects also. All PHP array elements are assigned to an index number by default. If you declared array variable, by default, you have to create the index number. In first way, we have two way to define index array. In first way, is a variable. Season is one of the variable. I have to mention array. So array variable can be stored four values: summer, winter, spring, autumn. This is the first way. Second way, I have to use index number. Season 0 is a summer, season 1 winter, season 2 spring, season 3 autumn. Actually, it's a 0 is a index number. By default, it start with 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the 1, this is 2, this is 3. Sorry, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. You see the example. Use two types, first type and second type. This is the first type and second type. This is the second type. Okay. Cars is array variable. I have to store three values: Volvo, BMW, Toyota. What is the index number is 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Cars of 0 is equal to Volvo, cars of 1 equal to BMW, cars of 2 equal to Toyota. I have to run this program. I got this. I like, I have to the print statement is I like cars of 0 is a Volvo. Then I have to put the dot operator, it's a concatenated operator. You have to concatenate with two string. Then cars of 1. Then PMW come here. Then I have to put the concatenation operator. I have to join another one variable. So cars of 2 is a array. What is the values? Cars of 2 index, so Toyota. It come here. This is the basic indexed array. Then we go for another one type, PHP associative array. We can associate name with each array element in PHP. You have to, the symbol represent the, you have to associate that. That is the meaning of the symbol. There are two ways to define associative array. First way, you see like this, it's a variable. As usual, you have to declare the array. First is a Suno, you get the variable 35,000, and John is a 45,000, and Karthik is a 20,000. Next, I have to declare this. Second way, salary of Suno 35,000, John 45,000, Karthik 20, some, something. Some you have to specify some value. You see the example. I have to declare the associative array. This is associative. Suno contain this 35 lakhs. John contain 45 lakhs. Karthik contain 20 lakhs. I have to uh, print the three statement. It is Sonu salary. Sonu is Sonu. I have to print this. What is the meaning of this? The Sonu string is represented in the 35 lakh. And John string represented the 45. It's associated with 45 lakhs. And Karthik string is associated with 20 lakh. This is the meaning. The Sonu is the array of 0. John is the array of 1 and Karthik is the array of 2. This is the meaning of this. How to run the program? What is the output will get? You see here is the first program output. Second, I have to put this the index array output. This is the index array output. This is the associative array. I have to print this Sono salary is 35,000. Then John's salary is I have to mention only for John. This is a string. This is you have to, what is the here? The value is 35 lakhs, but it is associated Sunu. Sunu is the index of 0. John is the index of 1. Karthik is the index of 2. So that I have to assign here salary of 0 instead of salary of 0. Here the cost of 0. Instead of 0, I have to put this Sunu. And instead of 1, I have to put John. Instead of 2, I have to put the Karthik. This is the associative array example. Next, I go for what is the PHP multi-dimensional array. You know that multi-dimensional, more than rows and more than columns are available. That is the meaning of multi-dimensional. PHP multi-dimensional array is also known as array of arrays. It also allows you to store tabular data in an array. So, what is the meaning of number of rows and columns? We can get the values in row table. PHP multi-dimensional array can be represented in the form of matrix, which is represented by row into column. This is the meaning of multi-dimensional array. What is the meaning of this? Multi-dimensional is specify the row and column. You have to store the values in the tabular data. This is the meaning of multi-dimensional array. You see the example. I have to declare this. EMP is a variable. Declare array. An array of 1, Sonu, his salary is 40 lakhs, and John, 50 lakhs. What is the meaning of 1 row and column? You have to mention that. If you mention and row and column, you have to use for loop. Here, row equal to 0. So, 3 rows. Sorry, 3 rows and 3 columns. This is the meaning of this. 1 first row is 1, first row in first column value is 1, first row in second column the value is Sonu, first row in third column is 40,000, and second row in first column is value is 2, second row in second column the value is John, second row in third column is 50,000. Next, third row, first column, you have to put the values 3. Third row, second column, the value is Rahul. Third row, in third column, you put the values 30 lakhs. This is the meaning of this. I have to store the values in table format. The table contains rows and column. Here, 3 rows and 3 columns values are stored in EMP array. Okay, so I have to extract the data. So I have to use for this for loop. If I for loop, you have to use for more than one values in the loop. So for row equal to 0, in row value is less than 3. We have only 3 records. So less than 3, you have to increment the values row plus plus, open the braces. Then one more for loop is it's a row and I have to get the value from column. So for column equal to, I start with index value, you know that is a 0. Column less than 3, then column plus plus. Then you have to put the open braces, then I have to print the values. EMP is a array variable. Then I have to print row of the variable and column of the variable. I have to put this first row values and second row values and third row values. This is the multi-dimensional array example. Maybe all of you understand the all array concept. One more concept is most important concept is form handling. Actually, how to handle the form by using get and post method. What is the use of, first we want to know what is the use of form. Actually, we have to collect the form data from the user. That purpose only we have to use forms. In this PHP, super global variable is get and post. This is the methods. Get is one of the method and post is one of the method are used to collect form data. You see, we have to discuss about how to create simple HTML form. Before class, we saw all the how to create the HTML forms, what are the buttons are available, how to store the different types of input values, and how to select the data. So these all the buttons are we saw the HTML form. Same like this, we have to first we have to design the HTML form. Then you have to write the code in PHP code in between the form. Okay, so first we can create and use the form in PHP. You get form data. We need used PHP super global variable get and post. If you type any data in HTML form, the value sent to the web server. Okay, so these values are sent to the web server by using two global method. One is the get method and post method. How to difference in get method and post method we will discuss about now. The form request may be get or post. To retrieve data from get request, we need use get. For post request, we need it post. Actually, if you use get method, we have to get a request from get. If you use post keyword, you have to request from post. What is the meaning of this? If you we have a HTML form is there, you have to type the value in the form. I have to submit the button. The form values will be go for web server by using two method. One is the get method, one is the post method. If you use for get, the get request will active. If you use for post, the post request will active. You see, first we see discuss about PHP get form. Get request is the default form request. Is the default form mode request. The data passed through get request is visible on the URL browser. This is the most important one. So it is not secure. You can send limited amount of data through get request. What is the we have two method. One is the get request, another one is post request. What is the use of get request? You have to send the data throw in URL. Okay, but you have to send the data in URL in visible format. For that purpose, we have to use for get request. Then it is not secure. Why is they say like this? Actually, if you send form data in by using the URL, it is visible all in nearby. If any one person is there, you see your data. It is not secure. That is unauthorized person to access your data. So that the get method is visible in the URL. At the same time, you have to send only in limited amount of data through get request. You see the example, you have to clear this get form. Before itself, we want to know how to create a form, then how to write the script of the form. First, I have to create the HTML form. Already you know form, then close the in HTML. You see, once again, you see the example here. In HTML, you see form, then I have to put the name. You don't see this like this. Name, input type is text, and name equal name. You know that I have to create the name. This is one of the text box. This is the label. This is a text box. Okay. Then I one more label is email. Then I have to create one text box. Is input types equal to text. Name is the email. Okay. So I one more text box. You have to enter the email address here. I have to enter the name here. Okay. This is the simple. I have to create the form. Then I have to add one more form button is submit button. So I have to put it's come here submit. The type is submit. If I declare the type is test, text box will appear in screen. If you declare the type in submit, the submit button. This is the basic HTML design. Then I have to write one more form. One more form. What is the form is? It's stored in the show PHP. It's stored in the form is show PHP HTML. See this example, this is stored in the file name is form1.html. Okay, it's a one of the file. Design file is you have to store design file is separately and the script file is separately. This is new one. You see that if you use for form design, you have to design file stored in separately and script file stored in separately. This is the format. So I have to design one file is form1.html. It contains only two label and two text box, one submit button. Okay, then I have to create one more file name is welcome.php. I have to write the script as php. Then I have to put the name. I get the method is get method. I get the name variable. This is name. This is a value. I have to store the name as name. Okay, then I have to print welcome of the variable name is name. Okay, you see like that. You see this method you have to use. I have to call the max form action. You have to put the action which file, that is welcome underscore get dot php. I have to write the welcome dot underscore What is the name? Welcome underscore get PHP. So I have to put the file name here. That is action, meaning you have to submit button. The action will go for next which file name. That is welcome underscore get dot PHP. The welcome underscore get dot PHP. What is the code is there? That is PHP. This is script, PHP script. PHP name variable equal to you have to get method of name, and email variable equal to you have to assign the value of get method of email. Okay, the get method send the values in the URL. Okay, URL, you know, uniform resource locator. You see this in this editor. This is the URL. Okay, now I have to type the values. Name is some name and email is some email. Then I have to submit. You see, in script, I get this Radhasi and your email addresses. This is the example of get method. What is the meaning of get method? You have to send the values of get method. The information will transfer the value by using the URL is visible. It is not secure. This is one of the method of sending the values in one form to another form. Okay. Then I go for next method is PHP post form. What is the meaning of PHP post form? Post records is widely used. Submit a form that have large amount of data. You have to small amount of data. You have to send the form by using the get method. If you send more than one values and image and some other login information, that is you have to send the user ID and password. So most important information you send the form. You have to use only for post method. Why? The post method is not visible the value in URL. This is the main purpose. The post request is widely used to submit form that have large amount of data such as file upload, image upload, login form and registration form, etc. The data passed through post record is not visible on the URL browser, so it is secure. You can send large amount of data through post request. Actually, get request you have to send only small amount of data. It can be display in a URL, and it is not secure. But you have to use post method. You have to send values in URL, but it not visible. That is the meaning of this. It's not visible. At the same time, you have to send a large amount of data through post records. Okay, this is the most important. In you have to use number of website. They have send all the form values by using the post method only. We don't use get method. Okay, this is the most strict one. It is not secure, so you have to use only secure method is post method. Okay, you see this example. Actually, I have to create two file name. One is I design the form, so I have to store the form is form1.html. Another one is login page. Okay, so name post, this is an example. Okay, so I have to declare username and password. You know that all those things, and sub button. Then I have to login page. One is name post method as usual. What is how to use in get method is same like this, just you have to change the name is get instead of post. That's all. Okay, you see the example here. Same form, just I have to change the method is post. That's all. Same same result will come. Only one difference, you have to use in get method. It's not secure. Small amount of data only send. But if you use the post method, it is more secure. It is not display on URL. At the same time, you have to send more large amount of data. This is the difference between get and post method of form. Actually, we have to use two file. One first file is you have to design the HTML. Second file is you have to write the PHP script. This is the uh, use of form get and post method. Now we will discuss about PHP form validation. First, what is the meaning of validation? You have to validate all the form values. For example, in some other user fill the form, but some of the form values are misplaced. So you have to put the validate in, you put validate the form. Why we need for validation? Actually, we want some data get from the user, some other user, some other users are leave it some data. So we have to put this. This is most important. You have marked in red symbol. This is the meaning of validation. Here, how to validate the form. First, I have to put the name field. It must only contain letters and white space. In name field only in letters, no need for numbers. This is the meaning of this validation rules. Second one, email. If you type email, it contains compulsory in email address is at symbol and dot symbol. This is the one of the format of email validations. If you write any website name, it must contain valid URL. You have to type the valid URL. So you have to validate the website URL. Next, commenter is a multi-line input field. So you have to put the text area in HTML design. Don't put text. Then gender. Request must be select one. Actually, gender means you have to select any one option. You don't put in more than one option. So male or female in one more is the option is there. You have to put in a three. Okay, but if anyone select only in one option. This is the meaning of validation rule. You see the example, you clearly understand the example here. You see the output, then we will go for the script. See this output screen, PHP form validation. I have to put a name, here name, I have to put this name, email, I have to put the email, some website name, then comment, I have to write something, it's good for you, it's good for you. Okay, you have to write. In gender, I have to use for radio button. You already know what is the radio button. The only one options are used. You have to use for design the radio button. So you have to use female or male on others if you select anyone. This is the design of form. You see this script here. I have to design name. You see that name. Input types equal to text. The value of the this text box is name. Next, email. Type is text box. At the same time, the value of the email is email. Then this text box, one more text box is there. So it's a type is text. This text box name is website. Then I have to put this comment. It's a label box. Then I have to say I have it's contain more than one text values. So I have to use for text area. Then the text this button name is comment. So I have to put the row equal to 5 and column into 40. So you have to type number of string here. Then I have to create label is gender. I have to use three uh, option button. So it's a radio button. So I have to mention the type is radio, radio, radio. What is the value of this? Female first one, second one is male, third one. This is the next. I have to use the submit button also. So input type is submit and value is submit. This is the form design. Okay, you have to understood how to create the form design. Then I go for form action is method is post method. You know that what is the meaning of post method? The post method or more than one values sent from the URL to the web server, but it is not visible in the URL. This is the meaning of post method. You know that what is the action? The action meaning, the form will be active what method? That is the meaning of action. Here, I have to put the action is self. PHP self meaning the action will be used for this form only. It didn't go for other form. In before concept, we have to use for form 1.html will be go for the action in welcome.php. But in this example, the action will be go for self itself. The form will be active in this form only. This is the meaning of PHP self. Okay, then I have to use the code. I have to get the value from this form only. How to get the value? You see this script, you have to get input value. You have to get the value from this form. See, your input is name. Name coming from which? Name coming from this name value. Then and one more the same like this email and website and comment and gender. Same. I have to print the values. Then I go for how to validation. It's a PHP validation. Actually, we have to use for Actually, if you validate any form by using only JavaScript, the JavaScript is based on the C and C++ language. So it's a OOPS concept. So it's most restrict one. So you have to design any form. You have to use only for JavaScript validation. Don't use this one. Uh, it's my prefer. You have to use in JavaScript. Maybe we will discuss next class in JavaScript and how to design the uh, HTML form by using CSS also. Okay, we will discuss later. Now we have to validate by using the PHP. Okay, then I have to use for PHP script, one more script here. Then I have to use for if name, name equal to define the variable and set the empty values. Name is name and email variable and gender variable, comment variable, website, all those things is now equal to empty. First, it's a empty variables. We have to check out. Then I have to specify the condition if I get the this is a method of post method server request method double equal to post. Then I have to use for get the input from this form. So test input name is one of the variable. I have to put the test input post method name same like this email, same like this website, same like this command, same like this gender. So I have to get the values from the this button. Okay, then I have to validate some function. This is the validate function. See like this. If I get the test input of data, it's the I have to create one function, function name. This is the parameter. Data is the parameter. Already we saw the function. We have to pass the parameter. Now I have to pass the parameter is data. Okay, this data, open the braces, come in data is equal to trim of data. What is the meaning of this? If I put name variable, trim meaning trim functions will delete the unwanted space before and after the string. What is the meaning of this? I have to type radha.c. If I specify the space and specify the left hand side, I give the left hand side space and right hand side. It can be stored in database. Actually, it is delete the left side and right space. This is the meaning of trim. Next one, I go for second button's email, strip slashes. Okay, so you have to specify this with different type of. If you specify the email ID, you don't put the slash. This is the one of the validations. Next, I go for website. Is a you have to provide this with special characters. We did not in the special character. Okay, if a come for special character, is not mean for website name. So you say meaning of this, then all the datas are written. Okay, this is the form validation. It's a simple form validation, but my prefer all of you study well in JavaScript. You have to validate the form in correctly. Then I have to submit the button. I get the values from the form itself. In this form only, it's not go for another form. What I had out Radha see Radha Challapermal at gmail.com. What is the website is wgoogle.com. It's good for you others. This is the form. This is the one of the form validation. Actually, I have to prefer only validate the form by using in JavaScript. Okay, we will discuss later. Thank you.